Good morning everyone. I am Gayatri Manwade, lecturer in ADFTG PW Hubli. Today I am going to give you a session on Fashion Sketching Lab. In this, we are going to learn how to do the shading after drawing the human figures or fashion figures. Let us proceed. Shading. What is the importance of shading? Pencil shading plays a major role in realistic art. It can be defined as an art used to show the depth of the subject or the drawing. Drawing is the imaginative piece of art on the two-dimensional material, while the real subject is three-dimensional with value and contrast. Thus, shading is a technique which takes your drawing to the next level, giving it a realistic appeal. So here, why we are going to do the shading after drawing? Shading gives a very valuable, elegant look as well as attractive appearance to the drawing, which makes the drawing to view three-dimensionally when we imagine. Drawing is nothing but whatever we imagine, whatever we get the inspiration from the other things, we are going to put it on the paper. Smooth shading involves usage of soft strokes, which helps in defining effective and most realistic shapes and pictures. Stippling, which is known as pointillism, is a similar shape or technique as that of cross-hatching, where the crisscross lines are replaced by spot close to each other and further apart accordingly. So here soft strokes are best for shading purpose. So that strokes are known as stippling. This includes point strokes, light strokes, and whereas it adds a value to the drawing. Illusion of light. It's easy to get caught up in the technique in which the material is applied and lose sight of the reason why we apply shading in the first place. So we should know where we are applying the shade and from which area the light is falling. So it is just an imagination. When the light falls on any object directly on the opposite side of that object, it will be dark, and where directly the light rays falls, it gives a bright imagination. Light is how we see after all, and shading informs us of the light within the scene. We understand the light, the scene, through the use of the value and contrast. So where the light falls, that is considered as a value. Okay, and the other area is contrast area. Value is the darkness or lightness of the color. Light values are called tints and dark values are called as shades. Contrast deals with difference of the values. It is totally vice versa of the value addition. Contrast is produced when any difference between elements such as texture, color, size or value occurs. It can be subtle or extreme. When it comes to shading, we are mostly concerned with the contrast, that is the proceedings with the change in value. When light hits the object, it produces a range of contrasting values. The intensity of light determines the contrast of values. Generally, the stronger the light, the higher the contrast. Many objects are hollow or have recesses. To address objects such as these, we simply consider the direction of light, thinking of it as a line. Whenever we give shading or we shade any kind of drawing objects, we should think of from where the direction of light is falling and what value additions it is giving and what level it is giving the contrast shades. If the light is coming from certain direction, then it should continue until it hits an object. See, the light, if we switch on the light or if the sunlight is there, until it hits any light, it doesn't reflect any contrast shades. If the object is hollow, then the light will enter its recess, producing the area of lighter value inside of it, and shadows are created on the opposite direction or the edge of the recesses closest to the light source. you all enjoyed the session of shading. So let us see you in the next session. Thank you.